All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to our weekly Team Passion call. It is the first Monday of April, April 4th, and it's snowing. Not good here. Um, I hope you all are staying warm, and those of you in the warm states. No, just kidding. All right. So tonight I wanted to chat about the inviting process because I know this is a huge topic. We have many Zoom calls on it. I think we have a podcast on it. I think we talk about it daily on the Team Passion page. So this isn't, we talk about it at the monthly meetings. We talked about it at Super Saturday. So this isn't a topic that we ignore, right? Because it's one of the 4 vital behaviors. And it's super, super important. So the other stuff seems a little easy sometimes, right? You can get up, you can do your workout, you can drink your shake, you can do the personal development, you can recognize teammates. Like that seems like all the easy stuff. That's the fun stuff, right? And the invites are your frog, right? That Brian Tracy book, Eat That Frog. So this is the first thing you should do every day because most likely it's your frog. Now, the way to do it first thing is to make sure you are prepared. So we're going to talk a little bit about the entire process tonight. I've asked a couple leaders to kind of jump in with their thoughts and their, their topic, their inviting process, and kind of some of their tips that I may miss here. And it's always great to get other leaders' perspectives for sure. So the first thing I want to talk about with the inviting process is what you always have to have something you are inviting people to, right? So if you're just like inviting every day, like join me in the business, join me in feeling better, it's just kind of like a blank invite that just doesn't seem like it has a lot of meaning to it, right? It's like you need to invite them specifically to something, whatever that may be. So in the Team Passion System for Success, we talk about that being a 21-day fixed challenge group. And one of the main reasons why I like to only run 21-day fixed challenge groups is because it's only 21 days. So it gives those challengers an opportunity to fall in love with Beachbody fairly quickly. They're drinking their shake, they're doing their workout, they're using our amazing #1 nutrition product that all the containers go into all the new programs after because of this amazing product, right? So they're getting to the basics of our program and our #1 products. Our 2 #1 products out there are 21-day fix and Shakeology. So that's why I like to invite people just to 21-day fix groups. I do tell people when new programs come out, but I end up steering them back to the 21-day fix. And then I say, you can do hardcore after you do a round or 2 of 21-day fix. Like, it's just what I do because I love this program so much, and it's the foundation of what everybody needs to know when they're starting out their fitness journey. So that is what I am always inviting people to. I'm also inviting them to take a look at the business, inviting them to a sneak peek, inviting them to listen to our business opportunity call that we have recorded. So I'm either inviting to the business opportunity call or the sneak peek that's coming up, or I'm inviting them to join a 21-day fixed challenge group. So that is all I am ever inviting people to. So it makes my day a little easier. When I sit down at the beginning of my day, I pull out my list that I made the night before. Usually I make my list on a Sunday, so then I know for the entire week what my invites are going to look like. My lists are, they're a little different now, but I'm going to tell you what I did in the beginning. So anytime I train on this topic, it's what I used to do because it got me where I am for 4 years. So this is where I need everybody to start. So on a Sunday night, I take out a piece of paper and I pull an entire contact list that I work off of. It's like a master list, all handwritten. This is how I roll. And it's basically names from doing the memory jogger, Now I do this probably every quarter. I pull out the memory jogger and I go to my Facebook page and I just start writing everybody's names down. Now I skip them if they're a Beachbody coach. I skip them if they're one of my customers. So I go down my list of Facebook friends and I start writing if they haven't joined me yet. Okay, so I start writing their name. I don't prejudge, nothing. I just write their names. So on Sunday night, I pull out this list and I pretty much draw a line. I go down 10 people, draw a line. 10 people, draw a line. 10 people, draw a line. So I know that I have a block of 10 people that I am going to invite every single day to the business opportunity or to the 21-day fix. Now, when I begin inviting them, I look at their name, I go to their Facebook profile, and I ask myself, how well do I know this person? So if I look at their name and I'm like, oh gosh, I have no idea who this person is, I will go in to their profile and I'll start researching them a little bit. I'll say, okay, who's this person? Now I do this the night before I go to do my invites. So on Sunday night, I have my first block of 10. I go and research those 10 people. So then on Monday morning, I'm ready to go. Because then my invites are done in 10 minutes. So those of you who have a full-time job, you've got to do this on Sunday nights or whatever, if you work the weekends, whatever that day off is for you. You've got to plan, just like your meal preps. You prep your meals, you know your schedule of when you're going to work out all week, you know exactly when you're going to drink your shake all week, you know exactly when you're going to do your PD all week. The invite should be no different. You should know exactly who you're going to invite and what you're going to, and who they are. So I'll go down the list and I'll say, okay, who is this person? Do I need to form with them first? And so usually if I do, I'll just send them a message and be like, hey, how was your weekend? Or, whatever day of the week it was. How are the kids? Something. And that's it. And there's no intention of me ever inviting them. I don't think, how can I weave this into the conversation? I don't think, how can I earn a success club point? None of that goes into my head. I don't think, how am I going to make this person say yes? None of that happens. I just say hey. And I check in and ask how life is. I first look at their Facebook page to make sure nothing tragic has happened lately, and I'll just go and ask them how life is. In the very beginning of my business, I had so much fun doing this because it was people from high school, it was people from college, it was people from my past jobs. So I was like, oh my gosh, how are you? Your kids are beautiful. Tell me what's going on. What's new? And then I had so much fun talking to people every day. So it never felt like a frog that I had to eat because I was like, oh my gosh, this is so scary. It was just very casual. Now the people that I do know, or did know in the beginning, I would send a message, hey, auntie, whoever, how are you? So good to see you on Facebook. I wanted to let you know that I have, I'm starting a new online health and fitness group. I don't know if this would be anything you're interested in, but I wanted to reach out. Would you be interested in hearing more? I know that many of you desire scripts, and I get asked a ton, Nicole, can you do a script training? I need scripts, and I hesitate. I hesitate on script trainings, which is why tonight I've just called it the invite process, because you don't need a script. The second you start scripting, it sounds salesy, it sounds fake, it's not you. I mean, have you ever looked at the 5-step invitation process in the Coach Online office? Would you talk like that? Right? It's great. I want you to look at it because it's great to pull tips from, but you wouldn't talk like that. Okay, so make sure, the closest thing I have to a script for you is, hey, Aunt Sue, how are you? I don't know if this would interest you at all. I mean, I have no idea if this is something that you'd be interested in, but I'm starting an online health and fitness group on April 25th. Would you be interested in hearing more? That is the closest thing that will be uniform in any of my invites. I'm not sure if you'd be interested. I'm starting an online health and fitness group on April 25th. Would you be interested in hearing more? Those 3 things are my quick script. For the business, no script. I got nothing. I don't ever send the same message on a business invite, ever, unless it's to the sneak peek. Hey, we're doing a group. I know we talked before about coaching. Here's a link if you want to join us. That's the only way. The only script I would ever have is if I was inviting a ton of people personally to a sneak peek. The rest, my business invites are so personal. So personal. You've heard many, many stories of people on this team. A lot of it is, I'll give you an example of a challenger who's posting every day. I will send them a message. Hey, just so you know, you're already coaching, and I would love for you to be on my team. You're doing so amazing in the challenge group. Everybody follows you. They can't wait to see your posts. Have you ever thought about doing what I do? That's the closest you'll ever see, again, to some sort of script. That's what I say to my challengers. I tell them they're already doing the work. Have they ever thought about it? 99% of the time, they say, actually, yeah, I have. And then I'm going to go through the rest of the process, but these are just the beginning pieces, right? I saw someone at one point post on her timeline for her summer reading. She was 22 at the time. For her summer reading list, there was all personal development. I was inclined to send her a message. Oh my gosh, you're doing what we do in my business. That's so amazing that you're reading personal growth books. Nobody does that on their own that I've ever seen except for in my industry. Have you ever thought about doing what I do? She signed up the next day. Another, you've heard the Cheryl the mailman wife's story, right? You've heard me say that. I didn't do any forming with her. I friended her, but I saw a post that she was super sad to leave her kids the next day and go back to work. My invite was, I never do this. This is so out of the blue. I never send invites to people that I don't know, but I was compelled to send you this message because I think I have something that I could share with you, that could change your life. And I made it funny. I always add my personality. It's another reason why I don't like to give you guys scripts. I don't want you to say what I would say. It doesn't work for you. My personality is not going to work for you. So you have to make sure you're adding your own personality, your own character. So you have to be, for business invites, you have to be constantly journaling about your ideal business partner. We talk about this till we are blue in the face. You have, I know journaling for your ideal business partner seems like voodoo, like a voodoo doll, right? You're just shooting stuff in the air and magically this person is supposed to appear. That is not how it's going to happen. I mean, it will, but it won't, it's not going to happen instantly. People have told me, Nicole, I've journaled 7 times. I haven't found my business partner yet. Well, that's okay. Keep going, right? How many times do we tell you to just keep going? Make sure you have positivity around the journaling experience too about this ideal business partner. And this person is going to show up on your Facebook, on your phone, somewhere in your life when you least expect it. So you have to be ready and you have to be open to receiving this person that just is going to appear in your life without no explanation. So business invites should be personal. They should have your personality. You should tell the person why you're inviting them to the business. So it shouldn't be, hey, I don't know if you're interested in something like this, but I have a business opportunity. I wouldn't look at that message. I would completely, if someone sent me a message like that, I would completely pass by it. Your business invites have to be very personal to that person. They need to feel special. They need to know that you reached out to them for a reason, and you need to be genuine about it. Like, don't just go around trying to make people feel special just because you want business partners. Like, it has to be a genuine compliment, genuinely why you want them on your team, genuinely why you're reaching out to them. So for me, those are easier, because how fun is it to pay people compliments all day long? So I do 10 business invites before 10 a.m. because that's just fun. That's just fun to look for amazing people and then tell them how amazing they are. And then the simple question is, have you ever thought about doing what I do? All right. So those are your initial contacts with people. You're inviting people to the challenge group, your next 21-day fix challenge group, or this isn't something I ever train on, but we have training on it. You're inviting people to a 7-day Shakeology sampler group, or you're inviting them to a clean eating group or a free group or something. So many of you do free groups that work. That's great too. So you could invite them to that. I choose not to do that. I choose to only have people come in with programs and challenge packs. I always know when my next group is starting. So we just started a group on 3/28. I am now inviting to my 4/25 group already. Week 2, my first group's still going. We're only on week 2, but now I'm inviting to my 4/25 group. Okay, so you've got to always be inviting so that your Success Club points don't come at the beginning of the month or the end of the month. They should be coming all month long. It should just be a flow of points coming in, 2, 3 a week, 2, 4 a week, 2 people coming in every week. So that 10 is just done by like the 20th. Okay? So what do I say if they come back and say, yeah, I'm interested in hearing more? I say, great, I'm so excited to share with you. Have you ever heard of the 21-day fix or Shakeology? Yeah, sometimes I jump right in, or sometimes I'll say, awesome, what are your current fitness goals? And then we just have a natural conversation. A lot of times, something that I'm doing right now, I'm asking people, would you prefer us to talk on email, text, or phone? Or Facebook? So a lot of people are saying email or text, which is fine. Or Facebook, right? Not many people say, yeah, let's get on the phone anymore. You can, I ask for it. Yeah, I talked to someone today. She was great. It was really fun. I asked a lot of questions. I listened to her. So you can watch Amy's training on that we did a couple weeks ago on creating value. She did a whole Zoom on that. So when you get on the phone with someone, and I posted the questions today, and it was what Shay talked about on the National Wake Up Call today. So getting on the phone and asking questions. But I still ask those questions in email, text, or Facebook. Okay, tell me about your current fitness goals. And I just start talking to them. I love using Facebook because I use the messenger. I use the voice recorder in the messenger. So we were actually talking today, Lauren and my mom here, and Lauren was saying, you know, I've started sending invites by doing a video. So she started, I don't know if she's on here, but she started sending people videos, inviting them to her next challenge group so that they can see her and hear her. I'm like, that's amazing. What a great idea. So I use the voice recorder a lot. I love just talking to people and be like, hey, so tell me a little bit about your fitness goals. You know, sometimes they're a little freaked out. They're like, what just happened? I just heard you, you know. And they're like, I don't know how to use this thing. And they try to talk back to me. And so it's fun. And I teach them how to use voice recorder. But there's so much value in that back and forth, so that they can hear your excitement and they can hear your passion. Try to meet up with people. I know a lot of people love getting, you know, face-to-face with people. So ask if they can meet for coffee dates, especially for the business. Take someone out to Starbucks and, you know, wine and dine them with a latte. Doing shake and shares is another amazing way to have people come over, taste the shakes, make those little Shakeology balls, talk about the business, talk about everything, and get people signed up face-to-face but in a one big group. That's really fun too. So then people say, okay, now I don't know what to say, right? So you just really want to have a natural conversation with people. Again, if you start looking at scripts, okay, what do I say now? Okay, and then you start typing it, again, it's not going to sound like you. It's going to sound salesy. You need the conversation to flow when you're asking questions. Again, via email, text, phone, Facebook, whatever that avenue is, you want the questions to keep going. Some people just want you to get to the point. So some people will just say, just tell me how much this is. And I'll try to back them off. I'll try to say, well, can I just ask you a few questions first? And sometimes they're like, no. And I say, okay. And I send them my blurb with how much it is. I've posted that numerous times on the page, but I will post it again. But it's basically just exactly what they get. Oh, you get 30 minutes of a workout. You get 30 days of a shake. I map out what they get, and then the price is at the end. So I don't just say, oh, it's $160, because then they're going to be like, peace out, right? So you have to give them the value and what it is. So some people just want to know. A lot of times for me, it's strangers. Strangers are like, just tell me how much it is. I don't want to talk to you, lady. I want your services, and that's it. I don't want you, so you got to just respect whatever they're asking you for. But if it's people, if you're still working through that list of warm people, you really want to get in the conversation so that they know that you care. Like today when I got on the phone with that lady, I was like, oh, awesome. So tell me kind of what your goals are. What were you thinking when you saw my Facebook ad come through? Like, what would you like to accomplish? And she was like, oh, this could take a while. And then she just told me about her life and her kids. And, she just enjoyed talking about herself, because I'm sure she's a single mom. She has 3 kids, 20, 18, and 17. And I'm sure nobody really asks her about herself. So that gives a really good time for people to just be able to share with you. And then we go through the whole process of me asking them questions, me telling them how much it is, when the group starts, and by the time we've done all that, my question is, so how does that sound? Are you ready to go? Or how does that sound? I usually leave it as how does that sound, so that they have to talk to me. They can't just give me a yes or no. So usually my ending question after we've done all that is, how does that sound? Because then it allows them to say, well, it sounds really good. A lot of people say, it sounds really good, but I have to wait till payday. Or it sounds really good, but I really was hoping the price would be less. A lot of times when people say to me, I was hoping the price would be less, I say, well, how much were you hoping it to be? Because what I then do is sometimes I'll say, okay, I've said, well, the program's only $60 if you just kind of want to start with that, and we can talk about Shakeology later. And they're like, oh, yeah, that's too much too. So I'm like, okay, well, how much were you really expecting to pay? So make sure you say, well, how much were you thinking this was going to be? And usually they don't really know. But like Amy has shared in that training, and if you were talking to them for a good 10 minutes and asking them tons of questions about themselves, by the time you give them that price, they're in. They're like, oh, that's not bad, because you've just created such value and you've told them everything that they're going to get, and that you've made them tap into their emotions. People buy on their emotions. My most successful challengers currently are the people who say, yes, I'm interested, and within an hour they are signed up. There are ones that I have to follow up with for sure, and those ones do well too, but the people that are ready are the ones that either come right back to me, or within an hour of the whole process, they're like, send me the link, let's freaking do this. Like, they're so pumped up from the time they saw my post or my invite, and then I shared, they're like in. And then we get them started on their challenge pack. I get everyone started as a customer currently, because my people are usually strangers. But in the beginning, it was all my family and friends. So I use that same line that Amy said, hey, I just want you to save some money, so I'm going to go ahead and sign you up as a discount coach. Is that cool? And they're like, oh, yeah, I'll save money. So you have to know who you're talking to and who your audience is. And if they back up and they're like, oh, I don't want to give you my social, just be like, okay, cool. You're just not going to get the discount, but here's how you sign up. So again, give people what they want. Don't try to convince them of something that they're not interested in. Make sure you help them based on the answers that they're giving you, and you're taking the time with them. All right. Do we have any questions before we have anyone else share? Or if someone else wants to jump in, just go ahead and unmute yourself. Questions, thoughts, additions? Was this helpful? Yes. Where do you guys think you struggle most with in this process?
You hear me?
Yes.
I'm like trying to figure out my mouse here.
You're good.
I really got out of a lot of your training. So I think I understand the mechanics. For me, I guess it's more of a comment. I don't even know if there's really an answer for this, but I struggle most with coming up with my list of invites, who those people should be. And then a lot of them, and for me, it's just rejection after rejection after rejection, which I know I got to just kind of move beyond that, but it really starts to get to, I feel like I'm just wasting my time. Like like most people will say you can invite 20 people and 2 or 3 will come. Like for me, it's like 50 people and maybe one says, I don't know. And then that fizzles, so obviously I'm either approaching it wrong or I don't know.
Yeah, if you're not, I would say for me, it's pretty much, in the beginning, it was 1 out of every 10. 1 out of 10 every 12. So if truly that's not if you're consistently inviting 10 to 12 close to a day, like every day that's consistently happening and you're not getting any yeses, then I would look at your process for sure. I would just, usually the answer is always more people, but if if it's taking 50 to get one, then I would think it's something in your and it might be the blank script that you're using. You may not be getting personal enough with them first.
Yeah.
And like I shared, Lauren was feeling that way. Lauren was feeling like she was just robotic. And so she just started sending videos. Mm-hmm. Just kind of switching up or just sending like a voice message or something. Hey, I'm just checking in. Mm-hmm. So a lot of times what I find is people join me most when I'm just asking them how life is. Mm-hmm. Like, and not really even asking for an invite. I'm just like, how are you? And they come to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not there yet. I think I'm probably I'm just not a very bubbly person. I'm kind of analytical, and I think I attract people who are very logical, and they're just not all into rainbows and beliefs. I don't know. I just think I maybe am not attracting the right people.
Yeah, I mean, there are non-bubbly people that still have to get healthy.
Yes, we still need to be healthy. Yeah.
If you continue thinking that way, Susan, you will continue getting those people.
Yeah. Who's that, Amy?
Yeah, you just gotta change the way you see yourself. I mean, you don't have to be bubbly. You just need to get clear on who you want to attract to your business. But if you keep on thinking, I'm only attracting this kind of person, or I'm this kind of person, I'm not going to attract the right kind of business partners, that's the process that's going on in your head. That's the energy you're putting out. That's what people are receiving, and it's not aligned.
Yeah. That's a good insight, I think, because I do get discouraged. I think it's just not working. And I want it to, but it's just not. And so I get all down on myself.
So if I could make a recommendation for journaling, I would say before you even sit down and do your invites, to just write out maybe 2 pages of, I am a master recruiter. I connect with my people. I am so excited about inviting people to the business opportunity today. Somebody is going to say yes to me today, and really get your energy going so they can feel that excitement, as opposed to, oh boy, I'm really not that bubbly. They might not say yes. The energy's different.
Yeah.
Can I ask something?
Yes.
Susan, where's Susan? Hi, Susan. Have you read The Energy Bus or You're a Badass?
I have read A Badass. I really like that book. And I've read a few other ones. I'm actually reading one now by, you know, the guy on Shark Tank?
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Mr. Wonderful.
Power of Broke. I'm not sure that one. So, yeah, I probably need to do more personal development.
Because to be honest, I was so afraid of inviting. I was so afraid of what people were going to think and what they were going to say if they said no. And then after reading personal development and changing my mindset, not that you don't care. You don't care if someone says no. You just move on. If you change your outlook, it'll attract more happy people. It'll attract more people to you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, 95% of this business is mindset. It's so is mindset.
Right.
Really, really is. It's so, we just tell ourselves so many stupid lies. We just make things up in our brain.
Oh, I'm gonna write down in the chat a book that was really, really good.
Okay. Bertha asked a question too on the follow-up. So when someone says to me, I'm in, yeah, send me the link. And I say, great, perfect, here you go. And honestly, if it's like in the middle of the day before I go to bed, I'll send them a message and, hey, I didn't see you sign up. Did everything work out okay? Did you have an issue? You know, they hear from me every 24 to 48 hours until they are in or until they tell me to go fly a kite. And usually they're like, oh my God, thank you so much for keeping up with me. Yeah, I'm going to do it right now. Like I have a couple right now that it was like issue after issue. So I'm like, let's just get on the phone. What can I do? What can I help you with? So yes, I follow up every 24 to 48 hours until the person is in the system. And I usually say things like, oh my gosh, I think there was a glitch in the system. Everybody was telling me it was down. Did you have an issue when you were trying to sign up? Because I don't see you. Or, you know, I don't know. Usually things like that. I'm like, I blame it on the system. I'm like, oh my gosh, the system is so screwy sometimes. I need to know, I blame it on the system all the time. And then by like the third or fourth one, I'm like, okay, am I stalking you now? This seems weird. What are we doing? So I just kind of really play it up again with my personality and just, be like, okay, now I feel like I'm begging you. Or I'll say, I remember how excited you were the other day. What happened? Are we still in? Just very, very, very quick with everything. Yeah. Good. Anybody else? It looks like you guys are answering each other's questions in the chat, but anything I can answer? I don't want to go through and read all that. So talk to me. You got to talk to me. I don't want to read. It's late.
Nicole, I have a question.
Yeah.
So I haven't invited any coaches because the first time I tried, I was 1 week into just purchasing. My program hadn't even come in yet. I was wicked nervous. I didn't know much about it. So I've tried to follow up with her because she was really interested in like learning about health and fitness and like doing it on the side. So, but I feel like I was just pushing and pushing. So now I've backed off, given her space. I've found a couple of other people, but I haven't like made the jump into like actually inviting and saying, hey, the sneak peek is next week. Just check it out with me. I'm just, what should I like read or something? Like what kind of thing can I do to get ready for that?
So the first person that you feel like you messed up with, I would go back and be like, oh my gosh, I was so new and was so stupid. Like I would totally be like, I was such an idiot. I had no idea what I was doing. Would you give me another chance? Like something like I would totally like take the blame, take ownership. Like I sucked. I didn't know what I was doing. I was so excited. I probably told you too much. I probably scared you. What can I do? Can we get on the phone? Just something to kind of apologize and take ownership of what happened at first. So that's how I would approach that first person. But going forward, your business invites, again, it's going to be a mindset. So just like Amy was telling Susan, you've got to journal about all of these feelings. I'm scared. I screwed up the first time. Oh my God, just get all those feelings out on paper so that they can fly away and go away, right? Just get them out get your mindset in the right place. Again, just like Amy was telling Susan, like I am a freaking recruiting rock star, and I'm gonna have 10 people in that sneak peek next week, and here I go. Like this, they are awesome, they are ready, they are excited. I don't even care if they're gonna sign up or not, but I'm gonna have 10 in there. Like just that confidence. You have to be confident in what you're doing, but unattached to the outcome. So this is how you guys have to be in these invites, whether it's business or challenge group. You have to be so confident, but so unattached to what happens. Like you have to be so confident in everything that you're about to do. And then if they say no, you have to go, okay, cool. And get confident again. Like you can't let the no after no after no. You can't go, oh, I suck. Oh gosh. I wasn't meant for this. Oh, this is so hard. I'm such a failure. Like you have to go, all right, move on to the next person. Someone else is waiting for me, because there are people waiting for you. I share this all the time. What if my coach, when I said to him, I don't have the money for this. I have a 2-month-old and a 4-year-old and I don't have a job. What if he said, all right, cool. Let me know if things change in life. Holy shit. That's scary to think that he would have given up on me that easily. Don't make up your people's, I just hate calling people prospects, but don't make up their mind for them. Like you've got to go into your business invites with, I am about to change this person's life. I am about to give this person an opportunity of a lifetime. And if they say no, that's on them. I'm offering it. One of the other huge things I love, try some Jim Rohn. Go on YouTube. If you can listen, I know Jim Rohn's dry and he has the same voice. I know, but he's really good because he has really good techniques where he would just tell people, hey, I need to get, like, you guys should all use this. Here we go. Pen and paper. I have a challenge to get 10 people into the sneak peek next week. I've been challenged to get 10 people to listen to our coaching, to watch our coaching sneak peek for 5 days next week. Would you be one of those 10 for me? I don't care if you sign up or not, but will you just be one of those 10 that go in there? Jim Rohn, R-O-H-N. Yes, thank you, Kareem. So, you know, he just goes in and just was like, I have to have 7 people that he talks about. He's probably on YouTube. I have 7 people that I have to have a meeting, and I don't even care if you're the one that says no or yes. So, you know, everyone try to get 10 people into the sneak peek next week. Tell them you've been given a challenge. You want to get 10 people in, and would they just be one of those 10 that reads the post? You know, just get yourself in that mindset of this is your duty to do it, and who cares what their outcome's going to be. Not who cares, because we do care, but you know what I mean. Like, don't attach yourself to the outcome. Leah, what have you read for personal development?
Well, I've been so far behind with getting my computer savviness together. I'm so lost with Apple and iPad, and I've been trying to sync everything, and I haven't purchased anything. So I've just been looking on YouTube and hearing, because I'm in Florida, so I've been kind of listening to other teams as well, because I think I've gone through all of the past trainings with yours. Like my son has listened to it going to sleep. I think he just is comfortable with your voice now. So I mean, I really like Amy, all of your advice too, and getting mentally in there. I just haven't taken the step into investing in books. But I met somebody at Super Saturday that lives down in Florida with me, and she's got a ton of books that she wants to give, because I don't have a lot of extra money. Actually, I wanted to share something quick if I could.
Yeah.
So I was shopping today, and I have 2 cards. One is my child support card, and one is my Beachbody bank card. And I went to go slide my money for $100 at Walmart for, healthy stuff and food for the kids. 3 kids sitting with me, and it got denied. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And I totally forgot that I had made money with Beachbody. So I was able to buy the kids food. And I was so happy about that, because I didn't have to put all my groceries back. Because of course, like I have money at home, but I didn't want to have to come back and get it. And I had my budget with me, my coupons and everything ready. But so, I mean, I want this to work and I'm trying to get organized because I think that staying at home for the past 2 years and not having any like interaction with anybody has made me like really closed off into opening up with people, and I can't figure out my why and get it out yet. It's just been really hard to share.
You don't think that story today was your why? A piece of it? That fear? Maybe that piece of just that having that piece of that fear of going to the store and
I don't know if that's just it, because I just want, instead of going back to work, like this is what I want to do. So
good.
I mean, that would be my why.
Yeah.
I just could expand on that. And okay, because I mean, I've had so much stuff going on, obviously, with everything in the past. I've like not wanted to open up so much about that because it's just too much to share, I think.
Yeah, Amy just posted go to the library. So the library has personal development books too. But I was gonna also say, it sounds like you keep getting ready to get ready, but you never take action. But you must have been taking action because you got paid with Beachbody. I
did really good in my second month of actually working in the business. So I had Success Club 12. So
okay, so you're doing this. So yeah. You're
awesome.
Yeah, you're doing this. So as I was sitting here listening to you, I'm like, oh, she hasn't even done anything yet. Like she hasn't done any invites. No. But you have. Yeah.
I have, and I did a shake and share with my family. So I got my aunt, my cousin, and my mother with the cafe latte. So
yeah.
But I didn't know if, I'm not doing my why yet. And I feel like I haven't done that homework assignment because I feel like I've been so bad with everything else.
Fine. That's fine. Don't stress on that. Get a journal or a notebook or pieces of sticky papers, whatever you have around your house, and just start writing. I would go to the library and see what you can get. The library has really good personal development books. And just really start listening and just change that confidence around, because you've done it. You're doing it. There's no reason to feel like you're not. So own that confidence and just keep doing it. Just keep going.
Right. And I think to go back to the whole coach invite thing that I was confused about is more like, because I haven't found other coaches and I haven't been able to lead anybody, that's just, I know everything's laid out and I'm like, it's right at my fingertips. If I can just grab it and just give it to them, I know that they could get to it, but
it takes time. It takes time to find coaches. It takes, time and patience, everybody. Does everybody agree? It takes time and patience to find coaches. Like, it is not, I didn't find a coach my first day. It's one of my first coaches is someone that did another multi-level marketing with me. And then my second coach, came 4 months later. Like, you just don't know. Again, unattach yourself from the outcome. I would find the podcast on the team. Everybody should do this. Find the podcast on the teampassiontraining.com site with Kim Carver. And he talks about, I don't know what it's called. I don't know what the podcast is called, but it should be with Kim Carver, the daily disciplines, something like that. But he talks about, just not being attached to the outcome, just doing what we have to do every day, no matter what. So that's a good re-listen. I don't know exactly. I think there's 2 podcasts with him in it, so I would listen to both. They're kind of the same topic, but they're done a little differently. So his name, Kim, C-I-M, Carver, should be in the podcast title. We don't have a ton of podcasts. I was on a podcast kick, and then we switched back to Zoom, so I would just listen to all of them. But yeah, good. Anything else, guys? I think I think invites are, I don't think overthought is a word. Is that a word? Overthought. I think people overthink invites and they get ready every day. I'm going to do this. I'm going to read. I'm going to make my list. I'm going to figure out exactly what I'm going to say. And then you don't do it, right? So you just have to do it. So the biggest way, the biggest way to fail in this business is to just give up, right? That's the only way. The only way for you to fail is to give up or stop inviting or to quit. So that's it. And the only way people always ask me, how do I build my confidence? What's a book for me to build my confidence? My answer is always, you need to do the work, you need to fail, you need to fail again, and then you need to invite, and then you need to fail again, and then you need to succeed. That is how you build your confidence. Failing, succeeding, failing, succeeding. It's a roller coaster of a ride. The Entrepreneur Roller Coaster by Darren Hardy is a very good book. Yeah. So I know people are asking questions about how to add to your friends list. We have lots of trainings on that too. So go ahead and go back to if you go to our YouTube is called teampassiontraining.com. And we have a lot of Zoom calls on how to add to your list. So that's a whole nother topic on how to keep adding new people. But I will say, I think her name was Amanda that said, how do I add to my friends list? Because nobody's interested. Stop saying nobody's interested. Just like Amy shared with Susan, if you keep saying nobody on my friends list is interested, nobody anywhere is interested in any of this, then that's what you're gonna keep attracting. Nobody's ever gonna be interested in what you have to offer if you all think nobody's interested. Amanda, go to the Team Passion Training YouTube channel and watch the video called Like Page Training. She just asked if there were 2 like pages. Everybody should do that too. If you go watch the Like Page Training, I talk exactly how to build your business on your personal page. I trick you with the title.
Hey, Nicole.
Like Page Training, but not really. Yes.
All right, so I have a quick question.
Yes.
People like added on there that I don't know. Like, it's just weird for me to have all these random people. I don't know. Do you guys have like personal Facebooks that you guys use this for, or do you guys just use your personal?
Yes, I built my entire business on my personal Facebook page for 4 years. Now I have a like page, but for 4 years I got to 11-star diamond, millionaire club, 2-time elite on my personal Facebook page.
Okay.
So I talk all about it on the YouTube, on the Zoom called Like Page Training.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll go look that up. Thank you.
Yeah, you bet. Becky, did you have a question?
Yeah, so when I am going through and doing all my invites and talking to people, a lot of people already have the 21-day fix. So I'm just trying to figure out, like someone tonight was even saying, hey, I already have the book and the containers. I'm thinking about getting back on Shakeology. I'm into your next group. That's kind of my struggle is there's so many people that already have this. So I'm trying to think of, do I put them in my group? How does it benefit them? How does it benefit me? Like, what's kind of the next step when you find out that you're inviting people that already have everything?
Yep. So if people don't have Shakeology yet, I get them either on the 3-day refresh challenge pack or the 21-day fix extreme challenge pack.
Okay.
So I just jump right in. I'm like, awesome, let's get you in my group doing the 21-day fix again. But I do want you on Shakeology. People say to me, I don't want to do Shakeology. And I'm like, I'm sorry. And some people go away because of this, but I say I really recommend all my clients use Shakeology at least for the first 30 days. So let's get you a challenge pack, and sometimes I'll usually try to say, let's get 21-day fix extreme so you can do it after we do a couple rounds of the fix.
Yeah.
But if they say, well, I don't know if I'll be ready for that, then I'll say, let's do the 3-day refresh then. So I'll just do some sort of challenge pack where they're getting a challenge pack. The on-demand one hasn't really worked too well for me because they're like, what? Yeah. So I usually do the 3-day refresh, or the 21-day fix extreme, or size, or something that's on sale. I try to just push them into a 140 range, just because I know Shakeology is 130. So I'm like, listen, for $10 more, let's just get you all in a package.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then there's definitely some people who have said to me, I have everything. Can I just get started? I get them started in my group, and because they're seeing everyone post their Shakeology, they end up asking me. So people don't have to buy a challenge pack to get into my group, but I highly recommend it, and 95% of the people do. But I do let people come in if they already have it and they're not ready to purchase anything else.
All right, I'm going to try that tomorrow and see what happens.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You bet. All right. Anything else? I really want you guys to get better at your words. So, a lot of things that came out tonight when you first started your questions were, I can't get anybody to do this. Nobody's interested in this. Really think about your words and your mindset before you start your day. Like Amy shared, start your day with such confidence. I am about to invite 10 people, and I am going to do this with such conviction and confidence. And it doesn't matter if they say yes or no. I know I am offering the best thing that I could ever offer somebody in my life. Like, just that has to be how you go about your invites every single day. Unattached to the outcome, and just really focused on helping people. Because if you start to let those no's get to you, it completely blocks you from inviting new people that are waiting for you. It's like you hit a roadblock and you stop. So remember, when you hit a fork in the road, you have to go one way. So you have to choose which way you're going to go. You have to choose which path it's going to be, and you should always just keep going. Doesn't matter if you screwed up. Doesn't matter if you said the wrong words. It doesn't matter if you said too much. It doesn't matter if you didn't know what one of the superfoods were in Shakeology. None of that matters. The only thing that matters is that you truly care about people. They're not a point. They're not a challenge pack. They're not a commission. They are people that you care about, that you are just hoping will say yes. But if they don't, you're just going to move on to the person that is ready to say yes. Agreed? All right. When you hop off this Zoom call, please post in Team Passion. And if someone can start the thread, let's just all do comments so we don't have all different threads. Post when your next challenge group starts so that we know that you have something to invite people to. So post the date of your next challenge group so we know that you're inviting to something. Cool? And everybody try to get 10 people in the sneak peek. Yes, Megan?
Is Mark available?
He is not. I don't know what you can message him, but he has his phone if you want to message him. But he's not nearby.
All right.
Okay. All right. Good night, everyone. Thank you.